Hey guys, David Sadusky here. I'm a 19-year-old realtor, and in this video, I'm going to give you my hour-by-hour schedule breakdown so you'll see exactly what I do to become a top listing agent every single day. Plain and simple, if you have a similar schedule, you're going to have similar results. So let's hop into it. The first part of my schedule, I wake up at 6:30 a.m. That's when my day starts. I wake up, make my bed, and I hop into a cold shower. Now, cold showers, I'm sure as we all heard, have a ton of physical benefits, but I do it mainly for the mental benefits. How you do anything is how you do everything. So when you immediately put yourself into extreme discomfort in the morning, you're able to handle more difficult situations later on in the day. So you don't have to have a cold shower to be a top listing agent. It's just what I do, and it really prepares me for my day. Obviously, just get ready, eat, whatnot, and then I'm in the office by 7:30 a.m. So from 6:30 to 7:30, this is my just morning routine. You might throw in meditation or however it be for you, but I like to wake up at a consistent time every single day. A lot of realtors will one morning wake up at 5 a.m. or something crazy, next morning wake up at 9, next morning 6. It's random. There's no consistency. I found having a consistent schedule means I know exactly what my hours are going to every single day. So that's the first part of the schedule. Wake up at a consistent time. For me, it's 6:30 a.m. Now I get into the office around 7:45 a.m. and from 7:45 to about 8, it only takes me about 10 minutes. I just look at all the active listings I have and see what the next actionable step is on each of these listings. It just helps me break down my day, and you'll see where it fits in later in my day. So the next big part of the schedule is from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. This is my prospecting time. This is where I'm generating leads, and I am pumping my business full of leads and potential income. This is, if you've seen my channel before, I don't let anybody bother me during this time. 8 to 10 is my time to work on my business and grow my business. And I found prospecting to be obviously the best way to do so. Again, if you see my channel, you see countless videos of me prospecting, live calls, the scripts I utilize. So if you're interested in prospecting, I highly recommend checking that out. Scripts will be linked in the description as well. But again, 8 to 10, strictly for me to prospect and grow my business. Now, the next part of my schedule, 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., you'll see a common theme. I break it up in 2-hour chunks. So from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., I am lead follow-up. This is my lead follow-up time to follow up with all the leads I've gotten from prospecting those previous 2 hours. I use KV Core for my database, and I have to-dos on every single one of my leads. These are just like little reminders as to what the next step for them in the sales funnel is, and I'll follow up with them from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. This usually takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and if I get done with it sooner, then I'll either prospect more or I'll just be ahead of my day. But from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., strictly lead follow-up. I like to have my days blocked out of, time blocks for each specific task that I'm doing. Because what I see a lot of agents do in this business, it's just completely random. So they just show up to the office and whatever hits them, and that's what they're going to work on at that time. I don't operate this way, nor should you if you're trying to be professional in this business, because when you are just completely getting hit by stuff, you're very scattered, you're all over the place, and you're not efficiently getting things done. But when you have time blocks for what is supposed to be done on what time, then you're able to really proactively get ahead of your day and solve situations much quicker. The next part of my schedule is from 12 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. I take a big old break. I just talked to people for 4 hours straight, either through prospecting or lead follow-up. Now I need a break. Breaks are very healthy. I like to have a break right in the middle of the day for an hour and 45 minutes. This is where I go to lunch, I like to take a walk, and I go to the gym. I don't answer phone calls unless it's absolutely necessary to. It's just purely for me to get my mental energy back for the next part of my day. Now, see, I'm not working these crazy long days, and we'll get through the rest of the schedule towards the end of the video, but you don't have to work these crazy hours to be a top listing agent. You just have to be very efficient and effective with your time. So from 12 to 1:45, again, going to the gym, taking a break. For you, this could be just going on a walk, playing a fun video game or watching a YouTube video, whatever it is for you to get that mental break. For me, I like to go to the gym. You do that, but having a break in the middle of the day has helped me because it really just lets me get a nice clear head for my afternoon. The next block of my schedule is from 1:45 to 3:30. This is all of my administrative task, more lender follow-up, kind of busy work that I have to do. So this is where I'll go through that list I created in the morning from that, at 7:45 when I created it. And this is when I'll work on my next actionable step for all my listings. This is when I'll answer emails. I will deal with problems. This is that block to kind of work on the more random stuff that comes up. Because stuff is going to hit you throughout the day that's random and not part of your schedule. So I make sure I have a time block specifically to deal with these problems. Now, of course, if there is an absolute emergency situation that you need to take care of in this business, you're going to have to move your schedule around a little bit. But having something consistent to stick to really has helped me keep my time very efficient and effectively to work on these problems. So from 1:45 to 3:30, again, more talking to lenders, emailing people, making sure clients are doing what they're supposed to. This is that time to deal with all those random punches that get thrown at you throughout the day. Now, the next part of my schedule is my favorite part of the day, 3:30 to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. This is when I am going on appointments, listing appointments. If I do work with buyers, this is when I'll show them houses, strictly from 3:30 to 6 o'clock p.m. You'll notice if you listen to my prospecting calls, I don't set appointments earlier unless I absolutely have to. But whenever I give a client an option to meet, it's from, hey, does 4 or 5 work better for you, or 5 or 6? 3:30 to 6 o'clock, I have my day clear specifically for leads or listing appointments and scheduling if I, again, have to work with buyers and show them homes. Highly recommend doing this because, I mean, what a pain to just completely throw off what you're doing, what you're working on, say you're, lead follow-up, and then you have to, oh crap, I have an appointment at 10 a.m. Completely throws your day out of the whack. So you want to have a set time that you're mentally prepared to go on all these appointments. And I do it in the end of the day because all of my other work has been done. So from 3:30 to 6 o'clock, this is when I'm scheduling listing appointments, buyers, showings, all of that stuff. Now, this is where my workday ends. So you'll see I'm not working these crazy 12 hours. If you do the math, it's about 8.5 hours, 8 to 8.5 hours a day of working. A pretty normal workday. I see a lot of realtors, they either work 12 hours, and I ask them, what are you actually doing? And they tell me all this random stuff. And I'm like, well, you're not using your time efficiently and effectively. So yeah, you're going to be working these crazy long hours. But if you're very efficient and you're very effective with your time, you can work a normal 8-hour workday and be a top producer in this business. This is what I've been doing since day one I started in the business. And very quickly, I became a top listing agent because I have such a strict schedule that I stick to. A lot of agents get in this business, from what I've noticed and talked to, they get in this business because they like the flexible schedule. Yes, the flexible schedule is great, but this does not mean you just wake up whenever you want to, work whenever you want to. That's not what the benefit of a flexible schedule is. It's if you have to take care of something, you can, or you can schedule your day specifically to what works for you. Whether you like to work later, wake up later, you can schedule it just like that. But the main thing is having specific time blocks for you. So the next part of my day, I'll go into, if you guys are curious, 6 to 7 is just a nice little break. I like to eat dinner at this time. And then 7 to 9, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a nice little workout, again, instills discipline. I always go back to the quote, a Stoic philosopher said it, how you do anything is how you do everything. So I keep that in mind throughout the day. I like to have disciplined activities throughout my day, like going to the gym, like the cold shower, like going to Jiu-Jitsu. And then after Jiu-Jitsu, I like to read and study. So from 9 to about 10:30 when I go to bed, I'm reading, educating myself, studying, seeing how I can grow my business, seeing how other people have grown their business, and just a time to really learn. So I have set blocks of when I'm learning, when I'm working out, when I'm taking breaks, and it makes it so my day's not just completely random and wacky, and I have no idea what I'm doing when I show up to the office. I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing every single day when I get to the office. I'll put on the screen my my actual schedule. I have it written down. I actually have it right in front of me right here. So I'll put that on the screen so you can take a screenshot. And you don't have to do exactly what I do. This is just how I like to work my day. You may have a spouse and kids that you have to tend to. Obviously, I'm 19. I don't have any of that yet. But if you do, then you can schedule your day around that. You can take your kids to school, then get into the office and prospect 2 hours, and then just fit your day for your needs and how you like to run your own business. Again, I go back to consistency is everything. So don't create something that you can't stick to every single day. This is my schedule 6 days a week. Sundays are when I allow myself to, take time off, completely have a random day. Those are, again, very healthy to have, but you need a consistent work schedule. And don't think you have to work 12 hours or 15 hours or whatever these gurus are telling you have to work to be a top listing agent. You absolutely don't have to. And I'm proof of that at 19 years old, just having a normal 8.5 hour work day and sticking to it every day, 5-6 days a week. And I became a top listing agent just like that. Hope this video helps. I always appreciate when you guys subscribe, leave comments. Keeps me motivated to keep making videos like these. If you like this more style content, let me know. Testing some things out to give you guys more value. Again, appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.